Hello there, this is Skeeter, and we're going to read a little bit out of the book of Job today, or Job, I should say. I like the book of Job because Job never lost his faith. Uh, he kept his faith through everything, and we'll start from the beginning, and I'll slowly go through the book in a few segments. But I'll start off today with actually how rich Job was, and then what brought on so much hardship for him. So, with that said, grab my Bible here. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was blameless, upright, fearing God, and turning away from evil. 7 sons and 3 daughters were born to him. His possessions were 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen. The greatest. His sons used to go out and hold a feast in the house of each one. On his day, they would send and invite a number of them all, joining God. Cursed God in their heart. Thus, oxen, female donkey, come on earth. A blameless and upright man, fearing God and turning away from evil. So he knows Job is an upright, upstanding person. He knows he turns away from evil, you know, and he trusts in the Lord so much, he fears that if he commits a sin, he's going to be punished for it. And we should all fear that. You know, if you commit even the smallest sin and you don't have Jesus, that's it. The wages of sin is death. We got to remember that. So Job always tried to be upright and being a God fearing man, and he always turned away from the evil. So then Satan answered the Lord, says, "Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not made a hedge around him and his house and all he has on every land?" So there's Satan. He's questioning God, you know, which you can't question God. You got to do what God tells you. But put forth your hand out and touch all he has. He will surely curse you to your face. Well, that ain't the truth. Job trusted in the Lord. Then the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, all that he has is in your power. Only do not put forth your hand on him." So Satan departed from the presence of the Lord. So go ahead. Try and make Job turn his back on me. Now, on the day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house, a messenger came to Job and said, "The oxen are plowing and the donkeys feeding beside them." And the Sabeans attacked and took them. They also slew the servants with the edge of the sword, and I alone escaped to tell you. Okay, so there we go. This is the beginning of when Satan was trying Job, trying to get him to turn his back on the Lord. I mean, most people today, if they start having a run of what they call bad luck, they get upset, they turn their back on God, and we shouldn't do that. We should be thankful that the Lord has us alive. And this past few weeks, I lost a bearing on my trailer, which I use to haul water. So I've got to replace that bearing. And then the harmonic balancer went out of my truck. I've got to replace that. I can't drive my truck. I can't pull my trailer. So, that makes it kind of hard on me. But I don't give up my faith in God. God is there always. And he always makes sure that we've got what we need. And that's the honest truth. We got to do what God commands. And if bad things happen, oh well. Jesus never promised us an easy life. He said there will be tribulations. And we all go through tribulations, but we got to look at them as that tribulations because we love Jesus. Satan's going to try and do everything he can to turn us away from Jesus, but we got to keep that. We've got to keep Jesus in the forefront. So, okay, let me get back into this. You like my Bible cover? Kind of cool. But okay. While he was speaking, another also came and said, "The fire of God fell from the heaven and burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. I alone have escaped to tell you." Okay, he's really getting all this in one day. It's all happening. Chaldeans formed, and another also came in and said, "Your sons and daughters are eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house." I mean, so this is what's happened. He's lost his sheep. He lost his oxen. He's losing everything all in one day. It's all happening. I mean, what would you do in that situation? And then you find out your kids are all drinking at an oldest boy's house. And behold, a great wind came from across the wilderness and struck the four corners of the house, and it fell on the young people, and they died. I alone escaped to tell you. Uh-oh, now he's lost his kids. Tore his robe and shaved his head and fell upon the ground and worshipped. He said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." So all this, through all this, so all this happened in one day. He was all of his servants, and he lost his kids. And still, he got down on his knees and he prayed to God and thanked him. Said, "The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away." A lot of people don't. I came from my mother's womb naked. Don't realize that